time to call your lawyer.
Which is what we have done. Called Bruce L. Scheiner. Not just our attorney and a friend of the injured, but a friend of ours to help explain things that are sometimes not so black and white. In fact, rather gray. In this case, we've got something interesting. And we want to ask him on a general basis. You see, week in and week out, we have questions. And you're welcome to submit a question. We'll tell you how to go about that momentarily. But a lot of times, the questions aren't about specific problems, legal cases, accidents. They're general questions about insurance because, as anybody knows, that is a huge maze of confusion for most of us. So we thought we'd have a little conversation with Bruce today specifically about insurance issues that we see coming up again and again and again as we get your responses to Ask the Lawyer. Please keep in mind, we're just having a general legal discussion here. Nothing about this should be taken as specific advice in your specific case. So a lot of attorneys offer an initial consultation for free. I know Bruce L. Scheiner and Associates do, so you might want to take advantage of that. If you do have a legal snarl that you're in, why not go ahead and make an appointment? I'll tell you how to do that in a second as well. Let's see what Bruce thinks of today's legal brain teaser. Please make welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How have you been?
Been fine, thank you. How have you been lately?
I've been very well. Thanks for asking.
Good, good. You know what I thought this week we might do is kind of combine some stray questions all into one. Because we get a lot of questions that come in that just have general concerns and questions about insurance, automotive and otherwise, and I don't know anybody better to ask than you. So if that's okay, we'll just talk about some insurance issues.
That'd be fine.
Okay, let's begin. A lot of folks will ask about car insurance and what they should be carrying versus what is the state legal requirement. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's a very, very interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, our state laws are from the dark ages.
Okay.
In order to obtain a license plate in Florida, all you need is property damage and PIP coverage.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody could get $10,000 property damage, $10,000 PIP, have no bodily injury coverage, which means that if they cause an accident and someone's injured, there's no insurance money to pay for it.
Mm.
So, that's horrible.
Okay.
Well, a lot of clients come into me and they say they have full coverage.
Oh, yeah, we hear that all the time.
Full coverage doesn't mean anything. What means something is what specific coverage do you have for that specific category?
Mm-hmm.
Under an insurance policy, you start with PIP, which is a state-mandated coverage.
What is PIP, by the way?
PIP is personal injury protection coverage. It pays 80% of your medical bills up to $10,000, whether or not you're at fault in an accident.
But that's just for you, the policyholder, not for anybody else that might be injured.
Well, that's for you,
Mm-hmm.
any member of your household,
Mm-hmm.
or anybody occupying your vehicle
Mm-hmm.
if they don't have their own vehicle with their own insurance coverage.
Okay.
It also covers a pedestrian or bicyclist who is considered a pedestrian if they don't have their own PIP coverage.
Okay. Got it. I interrupted you. You were talking about full coverage and what it could really mean. So go back to that if you would, please.
Okay, so under full coverage, we start with PIP, personal injury protection. Then there's medical payments coverage, which goes over and above your PIP, because today $10,000 doesn't go very far, and the PIP only pays 80%. So if you get medical payments coverage, it supplements your PIP.
That is so. I mean, you sneeze in an emergency room, they charge you $10,000. So that's nothing. Gotcha.
Absolutely. My father-in-law was in a motorcycle accident.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't his fault. He went to the emergency room for 3 hours and came out with a $30,000 bill.
Wow.
So you have to have as much coverage as you could possibly afford.
Okay.
So then we go to bodily injury liability insurance, which is you protecting yourself from you're negligent causing harm to someone else.
Okay.
The old gold standard for years and years and years was $100,000, $300,000, which means they would pay up to $100,000 to any one person and up to $300,000 for all the people that you injured.
Okay.
Today, I think that with prices of going up and inflation, $100,000, $300,000 isn't sufficient. The minimum anyone should carry is $250,000 over $500,000.
Okay. Well, Bruce, I think this has shed a lot of light on some of the more common insurance questions that we get, and hopefully that enlightens a lot of people. I'm sure the questions will keep coming, though, and as always, we look forward to hearing from you next week and see what you have to say.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Todd.
You're very welcome, and thank you, too, for your participation on a weekly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. And let's get you submitting a question for consideration for next week if you got a question, or if it's a general question about insurance. As you can tell, Bruce is very knowledgeable on the subject and a great guy to go to when these confusing issues pop up. Then send it to us through our website. Go look for BLS, Bruce L. Scheiner, on our homepage at kickscountry929.com. If you have a pressing legal issue and you want some advice right away, that's understandable. Here's what you should do. Call their local number. In Port Charlotte, that's 941-743-7777. For Bruce L. Scheiner and Associates at 941-743-7777. Don't give away your rights. Find out how to protect yourself and your interests by calling Bruce L. Scheiner and Associates today. Tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.